I'm Sid, and this is Sam. Say hi, Sam. And together, we explore the Upper Cumberland to bring you big adventures for little people.
Today we're visiting a small part of one of the 9 sections that make up the over 30,000 acres at South Cumberland State Park. We've planned a short hike to Savage Gulf Falls. We're parking at the Visitor Center in Mount Eagle, Tennessee, and accessing part of the 4.2-mile day loop. But we won't do the entire 4.2 miles today, so we'll be sticking to the left and completing just a 2.6-mile section back to see Savage Creek, drop 30 feet into Savage Falls. There are many other trails and water features to explore in this section of the park, so we will be back. We chose the shorter trail because we got a late start and we'll run up against nap time. Also, we hope Sam will walk most of this trail. As we begin to transition from having a carrier, we're still going to bring it along just in case. So for this trip, we have the carrier and I have my trusty 18-liter backpack with water and lunch, ready for a picnic near the falls. With 50 miles of trails that include hardwood forests, towering cliffs and bluffs, unique rock formations, and pristine water features, Savage Gulf is one of the most beautiful and rugged wilderness areas in the Cumberland Plateau, maybe even in all of Tennessee. Some of the highlights in Savage Gulf include sinks, scenic overlooks, sheer sandstone cliffs and canyons, the Stone Door, Greeter Falls, Savage Falls, gorgeous cascades through the gorge, a suspension bridge, an old stagecoach road, and the remnants of a mill and moonshine stills. South Cumberland State Park has 93 campsites, 8 group sites, 1 rustic lodge, and 12 designated backcountry campgrounds. Reservations are required for all of these and can be obtained online. There is a $5 registration fee and nightly rates vary by site and season.
Have to go over it.
One of my favorite words to keep in mind when I'm exploring outside with Sam is dawdle. We spend a great deal of time dawdling. There's lots of stopping. Sometimes that means crawling over the same rock, crossing the same bridge, climbing the same log over and over. I don't want to turn these adventures into a forced march or rob him of his time to explore. So while I'm loosely aware of the potential nap time meltdown, I remind myself to stay flexible and allow him to lead this trip or dawdle. When Mike and I hike with older kids, we can stay more focused and cover much more ground. You'll soon find some of these longer trails and backcountry reviews on another section of our channel. But for now, we dawdle on. Most of the geological features and historical significance were lost on our toddler, who was perfectly happy with making the fallen leaves rustle, practicing his balancing skills on a fallen tree, and observing the last insects on an unusually warm autumn day, and making his way across the several man-made bridges and boardwalks along the path.
It did not bite you. Gently.
Okay.
Gently. Ready? Okay. Oh, there he goes. We'll let him go, okay? Say bye, grasshopper. Whoops.
I do have some fun ways to end the dawdling. I use songs like going on a bear hunt to keep things moving. We also have success with walking backwards on non-technical stretches of the trail, or jumping over rocks and roots on the more technical sections. Sometimes moving water is an irresistible target for throwing sticks and pebbles for a toddler. We try to keep this type of exploration to a minimum under the principles of leave no trace, but this might be a good time to note that none of the natural areas in Tennessee are appropriate places for rock stacking or card building, as this practice is considered graffiti by many naturalists and disturbs the nesting sites for several native species. It could probably go without mention that we planned ahead to pack out the remnants of our quick and simple lunch. But we also want to be responsible dog owners. Anytime our trail companion Ellie joins us, that means bringing more bags than you think you'll need and keeping her controlled on a leash so that all guests can have a good time and enjoy their adventure. For parking, use discretion, as overnight vehicle break-ins have been reported. It's a good idea not to leave valuables in your car or anything that may be tempting and viewable from a window. Take note of bear activity and always use best practices for food storage while visiting this park. This time with LEPLEYS on the playground, I hope you'll check out our other videos. Don't forget to leave a comment for Sam and let us know where we should check out next.